What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing some vintage LED taillights on our 1972 crew cab. If you're not familiar with the build, it is a 72 F250 powered by Duramax from D-Max Swap, sitting on a 2008 Super Duty chassis with our lifted air suspension system. Let's show you the components. So we got a couple different options we're going to be showing you. So the standard setup is a traditional LED taillight with an amber option for the turn signal. I thought that was kind of cool. It just kind of gives it something different and unique. So we're going to be showcasing that. We were originally going to go with these. They do have this super traditional setup without the amber, just the reverse light, but this one has amber and reverse down here. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's a little bit different, but they have the new sequential setup. So these are going to be sequential taillights. I'm really excited. These just came out, so decided we're going to keep these because we do have a cargo light as well that they just came out with that's sequential. So we're going to be using that. We are going to be upgrading and installing a brand new housing with some new lenses. Highly recommend either replacing the housing altogether. That way you have really nice, that way you have real solid connections, nice and new. But we decided to go with a new set so we have everything nice and fresh. Before you get too into it, you do want to install a LED flasher relay. Now this truck has an American Auto Wire wiring harness already installed, and that comes with an LED flasher, so we don't need to change that out. But for anyone running like a factory style harness, we do recommend replacing it with an LED flasher, and then test the system first and make sure that the flasher is working. This flasher will work with your factory 1157 bulbs, so you should be able to just plug this in and make sure that everything's working accordingly. If you're having any issues, just try to reverse the polarity on the wiring, and the X symbol symbolizes the hot, and then the L symbolizes the output or lamp side. But the latest flasher that ships out is not polarity sensitive, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about. All right, let's get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna replace the housings. Get rid of this So one thing we ended up doing is we did upgrade to these Deutsch connectors. Just a nice, better weatherproof seal. Well, at least it's nice and sealed in there. There we go. All right. So we'll get this in there. So first we're going to be installing the traditional setup with the amber and hooking up the amber lights. You're going to want to drill a small hole because you're going to want to connect this yellow wire to the turn signal. We're just going to leave this loose for now because we're not going to be leaving this, but I do want to showcase how this works, so just keep those in consideration. There's that. So here, we're going to keep this yellow wire out. So again, with it all connected loosely, you want to test the system. Nice, that's looking good, really bright too. I like it. All right, so we got both amber turn and reverse working, and brake lights and tail lights working properly, so we can put it all together. All right, now for the other side. Don't forget some dielectric grease to ensure a nice, proper connection. All right, let's test the system. Ooh, yes, I like that. Nice. All right, so overall they look the same as running lights. Sequential. All right, so I wanted to show the difference between the two. Sequential ones are definitely cool. I just think they're pretty badass. Can't wait to get the cargo light on there. I think that'll really tie it all together. But I do like the amber option. I think it's something different. So one thing to consider when you are hooking up the amber power wire, the yellow wire here, is to hook it up to the front turn signals because it is on a different circuit than the brake lights. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that out to our sequentials so that we have sequentials on both sides. But so I did want to showcase the two options in case somebody didn't want sequential. They do have a traditional option as well. So there you have it. Let's get those on there. And it's getting dark, so it's a good time to have some lights. All right, guys, there you have it. Vintage LED taillights, new sequential option. I love it. I think it's great. Shout out to Vintage LEDs for coming out with a great product. Super simple, plug and play, using all OEM components. You know, socket style, just slides right in. No issues. Like I said, really nice. Recommend upgrading some parts, but overall, I think it came out great. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. We'll see you on the next one.